Both teams still battling, looking. Is there a winner in it? Time slipping away. And the referee, Elton Garcia, says we are done. What a night at the Cotton Bowl. In the Soccer Champions Tour, all the fans up to their feet. After Barcelona and Juventus played their hearts out for 90 minutes in a preseason game here, but it certainly did not feel like that, Matt Lawrence.
No, it really didn't. Honours even here. I think Barcelona just shaded it, though. 59% possession, 18 shots to 8, 6 shots on target to 4, 4 corners to 1. Statistically speaking, Barcelona were the better side. And I think the eye test as well. I think we watched it. They had the more chances. Depay right at the death there. Gavi as well, the wonderful save from Pinion. I think Barcelona probably should have just sneaked this.
For Juventus, does Keane take this as a confidence builder going forward? They need him this season.
You have to. You play centre forward, you score goals, it boosts your confidence. That's why Lewandowski is trying so hard to score. Even somebody as talented as him, so mercurial as Lewandowski, until he scores, he'll be lacking a little bit of confidence. Flip side, Moise Keane, absolutely raring to go in the Serie A season. 2 goals and a wonderful 2 goals at that.
A fantastic night at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Ousmane Dembele with 2, Moise Keane with 2. That's how it ended. Final score, FC Barcelona 2, Juventus 2. For Matt Lawrence, I'm Dave Denholm. This has been the Soccer Champions Tour on FS2. Good night, everyone.
These folks don't have time to go to the post office. They use Stamps.com. All the services of the post office, only cheaper. Get a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com/TV and never go to the post office again.
Copperfit. The harder you push, the better we get. Introducing Copperfit Ice, the world's first compression sleeve to include the cooling sensation of menthol. The more you move, the more you'll feel the support.
Wow, the compression actually works.
Our most advanced compression sleeve yet. A more durable, heavyweight weave combined with seamless 4-way stretch technology to concentrate continuous compression exactly where you need it.
This next generation of the sleeves is just absolutely amazing. It's more supportive, more durable.
Increased circulation and faster recovery of sore muscles and joints. The all-new Copperfit Ice, the most flexible, durable, and best Copperfit compression sleeve yet. Guaranteed, or your money back.
When I found out you guys were doing an upgraded version, I was the first one in line. Game changer.
Now available at these fine stores. Copperfit Ice. Feel the fit.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business in 1929, he relied on 4 important values: freshness, quality, variety, and service. I'm proud to carry on his legacy, but from a bigger space. We still freshly roast, season, and dip delicious nuts here in New Jersey and deliver them with the freshest dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families that love our products all around the country, including mine. We think you'll love Nuts.com too, so check us out and enjoy free shipping on your first order.
Oh, yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
I know what to do. I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
We are the first family of country music. Protecting the legacy no matter what happens.
Your mama didn't become an icon by playing nice.
You don't think I can continue her legacy? Just watch.
This family's hanging on to a lot of secrets.
You are scared of the truth.
Never a dull moment.
Aficionados para lo que tiene capacidad este Oracle.
Changer. Now available at these fine stores.
De diferencia, la superficie está diferente en ese sentido, pero bueno, son muy pocos los lugares. Ojalá que eso no sea factor para que complique.
Freshly roast, season, and dip delicious nuts here in New Jersey and deliver them with the freshest dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families that love our products all around the country, including mine. We think you'll love Nuts.com too, so check us out and enjoy free shipping on your first order.
yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
I know what to do. I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need.
Are these rules for me?
They're for all of us, because no one is above the law. I'm Andrea Campbell, and that means exposing big oil companies and price gougers that jack up prices, taking on those who defraud the overtime system or misuse taxpayer dollars, and cracking down on corporations that pollute our communities. As Attorney General, I'll hold politicians and the powerful accountable, because I'll always fight for you. Honey, come on.
Pivot. Work, bye. Vacation, hi. Book at Priceline, because when you save more, you can no way more. No way.
No way. No way. No way.
No way. Priceline. Every trip is a big deal.
Come on, Percy.
Yeah, let's go! On a trip, book with Priceline. You save more so you can woo more. Yeah, feel the savings. Priceline. Every trip is a big deal.
Your season.
Amazingly, these two teams do have a history. Back in 2016, they met in the Club World Cup semi-final, and Real Madrid won that game 2-0. Karim Benzema scored. He's still with Real Madrid. Amazingly, 6 of the players that started in that game are going to start again tonight for Real Madrid. That's the consistency of this Real Madrid side.
That's the word, consistency. And the best teams in the world have a spine that is usually there over an extended period of time. There are names that become associated with it because they've been there for a while. And like you said, you talk about Benzema, you talk about Modric, Cruz. These are players that whenever you think of them, you only think about Real Madrid, and that's why they are excellent.
And we are going to see that midfield three today. The new man coming in, Aurelien Tchouameni, we're going to have to wait to see him a little bit later on. Perhaps the new signing from Rennes, who most of the top clubs in European football were after his signature, but he only wanted one destination. That was Madrid. And Tony Rudiger, the other signing coming in, big defender. He was a free transfer, and I'm sure it still cost him a lot of money to get that over the finish line, but a big addition for Carlo Ancelotti on the defensive side of things. And we take a look at the lineup. So Carlo Ancelotti, here is the starting 11. I mentioned 6 from 2016, 6 that started the Champions League final as well a couple of months ago.
Yeah, and I look at this lineup, it's a 4-3-3 formation, and there's so much excitement. If you look at the top, I'm going to start out there. Vinicius on the left, Asensio on the right, and of course, Benzema still doing it after all these years. As I've told you, the most underrated, I think, striker within the game.
Yeah, did not play the other night, but the 34-year-old gets to start today. For Fernando Ortiz, we're expecting to see a 4-4-2 today. Attack-minded lineup for you?
I'm not so sure, and why I say that is because you look at that midfield, you got Layun as mainly a defender on the right side, maybe playing a little bit on the defensive side, which, Keith, is understandable against the opponent that they're going against. But when you still have Federico Viñas up top, a fantastic player, and especially with Henry Martin as well, a couple of players that can do some damage.
Joe Dickinson, a referee, if you've watched Major League Soccer, you'll be familiar with, will be the man in charge today. Memo Ochoa, the captain on one side, Karim Benzema on the other. Memo Ochoa actually coming in for a bit of criticism at the weekend from some American fans after a high-profile blunder in that defeat to Cholos. Big year for him as well with the World Cup coming up as well.
Yeah, it's a World Cup year, and think about how long he's been doing it. Over an extended career like that.
Do you play against him?
You'll probably... Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that, but I'll say in a long career, let's just say everybody's going to have 1 or 2 big mistakes every once in a while.
Carlo Ancelotti, he was brought back in. He was at Everton. We thought that was going to be maybe the swan song for him. He was called back in almost as a stopgap Real Madrid manager. And what does he go and do? Wins the Liga and the Champions League.
Is that all? Is that all? He doesn't. I don't think there's any stopgap for a coach like that.
4 Champions Leagues as the manager. On the other side of things, Fernando Ortiz initially was given the job on the interim basis. Incredible job initially, but they have struggled so far this season in terms of just finding that formula moving forward. Currently just 1 win from the 4 games to open the Liga MX.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. It's never easy. It's never easy at America because there are expectations there. You can be an interim, you can be there for a while, you can be the head coach, but the expectation is always to win. You get no excuses when you're playing at Club America.
Well, you've reliably informed me that the last time they had a baseball game here was 9 days ago. So they've reformatted the field and we're ready for the first time in 9 years for top-level international soccer here at Oracle Park. Club America taking on the Champions League winning Real Madrid. It is Club America who kick things off. Immediately going back, and they'll be attacking from left to right. Our broadcast booth, a little bit of a difficult angle to predict which was left to right initially there. Real Madrid in possession. Carlo Ancelotti suggesting that as he moves towards that Super Cup date with Eintracht Frankfurt on August 10th, he's going to start looking towards what will be his favoured starting 11 for that competition. There's a change in goal with Lunin getting the start, the young Ukraine goalkeeper. And a little bit slack playing out of the back there as the ball goes to Nacho. Good pressure from Club America. Now they're inside the penalty area and then given away cheaply. Fast beginning. Asensio looking to get Benzema involved. To watch the players on this surface with a lot of it redone for soccer purposes.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of the slipping already. On that last play where Benzema had a little bit of a stumble. But also tactically, when you're in these situations, it's about knowing the field. Where can you take advantage of those situations? Put a little bit more pressure on the defense. Put a little bit more pressure on the goalkeeper when there's a possibility of a mistake.
Zendejas just trying to get in between Nacho and Ferland Mendy there, but can play from the two defenders. Ferland Mendy, the left back for Real Madrid, under a little bit of pressure. Ball's playing through. Memo Ochoa quickly off his line, but not convincing with the clearance.
I would also pay attention to how far out Memo Ochoa is going to be playing. He's almost, as we joke around, that keeper-sweeper type of role, that he's going to try to make sure that this Real Madrid side can't get behind that back line. He's going to try to keep it as tight as possible.
Zendejas making another run down this right-hand side. Again, he's marshalled by Ferland Mendy. And a little bit too overzealous in the challenge. Fullback Jorge Sanchez goes down and the free kick is given. Good position here for Club America to get service into the area.
You see, here comes just that little bit of grab right here and down, and I'm not sure we're going to see it. But I don't know if you saw the little action afterwards, a little Meg going on after the fact. Yeah. Having a little bit of joy.
Well, Mendy might be in a battle with Tony Rudiger for that left-back position. Rudiger playing centre-back today, though. And they have trying to whip it in towards the near post. Good defending from Karim Benzema. Well, not well, good play initially from Vinicius, and an interesting clearance. And that goes out of play for a corner kick. That was absolutely bizarre. And yep, Vinicius just held his hand up. We almost had a splash in Maccabi Cove over there.
Look, it's a poor clearance from Vinicius. I think he probably got a little bit lucky that went so far out of bounds, because he was going to play that across his own goal, like a cross, to try to find the far post. The way the balls are bouncing, you got to be very careful.
Zendejas, another left-footed delivery, and this one again defended quite well on that near post. This time by Casemiro. Vinicius trying to break, but good tracking back in from Zendejas. It's been a positive beginning from Club America. Another left-footed delivery, and Nacho this time convincing with the clearance. Take a look at this one again, and well, we don't have video assistant review today, Kobe, but if we did, we might be going to it right now.
Little VAR action there. We could be the VAR.
Nobody's listening to us in that situation, I can tell you that. And Kino, nice ball out wide for Leon, who will come in and play a little bit narrower. Reyes, the youngster, playing at left back. It's a youthful back four for Club America. Leon from distance, and it's going to fall kindly, and the keeper's rooted to the spot, and Henry Martin has scored the opening goal. Club America fans are on their feet. What a start.
Well, you can see at this shot, he's in an onside position. I don't know if that was really a pass, more of a shot, but Martin does a fantastic ball of keeping this shot under control, bounces up favorably, and puts it in the back of the net. No chance for the keeper. And I'll tell you this, if Real Madrid thought that this friendly match was going to be just a walk in the park, well, another thing coming, as we've seen America go up 1-0, and consistent pressure just bearing down on this Real Madrid defense.
Real Madrid playing a lot of cup finals. They are everybody else's cup final. And America have been up for this from minute one. Henry Martin couldn't have hit that any better. Andre Lunin, the talented young goalkeeper, rooted to his spot. As they say, it's a friendly till that whistle goes, and then the fans get involved, and well, you sense a real good atmosphere here at Oracle Park.
Yeah, well, I think this Real Madrid side saw it early on against Barcelona that, yeah, it's a friendly, but all of a sudden it becomes very active. There's a lot of battle, you know, just little cheapiness going out on the field. Well, these players got a little bit of a wake-up call early on.
Ball back in for Casemiro. Again, that high pressure coming. Andre Lunin, and they're going to try pressure the young goalkeeper. Really good play from a man who helped lead Ukraine to that U20 World Cup win back in 2019. Really good performances in that competition. And now Asensio breaking the other way. Benzema with a really good run central, but that's good defending. Reyes, full stretch. A lot of space for Benzema, though, central, if that ball had to come in.
Yeah, well, the situation is that America is playing this high pressure, so they're committing numbers forward to make sure that they get around the ball. But if you can break that pressure, then all of a sudden everything's going to open up.
And they've broken it again here. Pressure the other way from Real Madrid. And really direct running from Club America. A little chip into the area. There's three in there. Another chance to hit. And Toni Kroos has to get in the way of that shot. Aquino on the second ball. Back for Leun. Aquino. Another good ball forward. Martin and Viñas, really good movement from both of those so far. Sanchez. An aggressive Club America performance so far.
Well, just look how quickly they're moving the ball around. It's making it very difficult for Real Madrid to get near the ball. They're working it very well, and they've been the better team over these first few minutes, being able to establish this consistent pressure. I guess the big question is, how long can they continue this?
Nacho, Tony Rudiger back as centre-back today. I mentioned earlier, Phil and Mendy, that he did play as a left-sided centre-back for Chelsea in a back three, but Ancelotti saying he won't hesitate to play him as an out-and-out left-back, and not necessarily similar to Marcelo, who for so long held that position for Real Madrid. Lovely ball over the top here. Benzema, edge of the penalty area. Sense the anticipation from the fans when he gets in possession. Asensio. Nice ball across. A little flick looking for Vinicius, who come very narrow, but that was good defensive play by Cáceres as it goes here for Ochoa. But what a finish it was just moments ago, Kobe. The opening goal. Leun
to Martin, to the back of the net. And I think that was a little bit of a shot from Leun, but Martin just making that run across.
He'll tell you it was a pass, right?
Of course, that's what you do. You make sure you get that assist. Got to get your stats up.
Modric goes back to Toni Kroos. Well, those two, they've been the mainstays in midfielders. See the free kick one, but Tchouameni, the youngster coming in, big signing. Camavinga played a big part off the bench in a number of those Champions League comebacks as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out this season for Real Madrid. Free kick taken, ball over the top and beats everybody. Just signs here that Real Madrid are finding the footing.
Yeah, you get the feeling that maybe a little bit of a blitz for Real Madrid at the beginning of this match, but they will work their way into it, as we've gone a good just under 10 minutes. there's still just that preparatory stage within the game of feeling each other out. As we've seen, America has come out on top over these first few minutes. I expect Real Madrid to slowly start to build themselves into this match.
Nice ball out wide here for Jorge Sanchez. Can he keep this one in play? Just about does. Good play from the fullback, Zendejas. Aquino. Alongside a former Galaxy man in Jonathan Dos Santos in midfield. A chance to break coming forward on the far side. Leon, the man who was involved in the goal. Viñas goes down, looked like a push, and the free kick is given. Just a little bit too much in that in the back from Marco Asensio.
Let's take a look. Asensio just comes in, and you can see that just that left arm extends just a bit. Makes it an easy call for the referee.
They've given the ball away cheaply here again, and not convincing, and that allows Viñas to put pressure on, and he's done really well here. He's forced that one out of Casemiro, and it's going to be a corner kick for Club America.
Yeah, I think Federico Viñas has done a fantastic job on chasing balls down and giving energy on the defensive side.
Zanejas plays this one back, curled towards the far post. Lunin lets that one run out of play. Nice idea from Club America. Well, the way they've started this game, it makes you wonder why the form has been so poor in league play. Cruz, Mendy, Casemiro. That's better from Real Madrid. Benzema, Modric. Lovely turn from Toni Kroos, and well, there was space in behind for Vinicius. Instead, he's gone the other way. Benzema. The ease at which Toni Kroos has switched that play there. He'll have another opportunity. Benzema back for Kroos. Modric. Benzema. Good defensive play again from Club America. But Real Madrid starting to find a little bit more possession here in the opposition half. Nacho. And Luka Modric. And a rare giveaway from him. That's picked off by Miguel Leon. And he has runners forward. Look at that play from Rudiger. Good defensive strength from the former Chelsea man. He was clocked, Kobe, as the quickest player in the Premier League last year. Over 36 kilometres per hour in terms of pace. He didn't run over 36 kilometres now, but you get the point.
I do understand. I guess you're saying that he's pretty quick?
Yes.
I always question those stats, though. How did they measure that? Was that just over a straight run that he's quick? Because you tend to think taller and longer-legged players like that, if you have to do cut, it might not be as quick as a smaller, sharper player. Okay, just good to know. Good to know. I'm sure someone out there will be able to let us know.
There's a good question. And now it's Club America asking the questions of Real Madrid. Modric. Asensio. Vasquez. He's that player for Real Madrid that really can just fit in wherever he's needed. Right back today. Actually been at the club almost 15 years now, Lucas Vasquez. I think he thought it was his throw in. Club America will have it. Martin. Leon. And he just overhits that one. This one should be easy for Ferland Mendy. Cruz. Casemiro nonchalant with the effort to just switch that play. Benzema, Asensio, Vinicius. Quite sure he meant it initially, but run through his own legs, turned to get on the end of it. Good piece of defending from Cáceres, the centre-back. Bayun, always looking to come inside. Aquino, Dos Santos. Santos, of course, has ties to Real Madrid's bitter rivals, Barcelona. Interesting first pre-season friendly for Real Madrid, playing against your biggest rivals. Good play here from Club America. Aquino, really good run going forward. Reyes had the chance to cross and elected to come back for Leon instead. Didn't look comfortable on that left foot. Martin, they'll touch back to the edge of the penalty area. Another effort, that one goes just wide. Zendejas had come all the way in centrally, and he wasn't far away.
Yeah, and this is what's been incredible for this America side as they're moving forward. The midfield has been doing excellent, especially Aquino on the ball, getting the ball wide, getting crosses in. And what I like is the interchanging that you're starting to have between Viñas, Martin, and Zendejas up top is creating a whole lot of problems for this Real Madrid defense, especially on their defensive side, because they're chasing and getting after the ball. It's making it difficult for Real Madrid to get out of the back when they're deep in their own defensive third. It's rare. It's rare that you see strikers given that much energy on the defensive side. That's why coaches are so happy when they do it. It's just like, look at all the different things that can happen.
When you're playing against Real Madrid, it's easier, right?
Well, yeah, you're hyped up. You got a little extra energy.
Just like us. It's been a bright opening quarter of an hour for Club America. They lead Henry Martin's goal after what we believe was a shot from Leon deflected into his path. They've had high energy since. Real Madrid have had spells of possession, but without that cutting edge so far. Well played forward by Emilio Lara. Zendejas again picking up a good pocket of space. Zendejas had continued his run. Viñas, Leon coming back in on his right foot. Really good block. Asensio getting back in doing his defensive work. That one looked like it was on target from the veteran Leon. Well, back with Reyes. Dos Santos. And here's Aquino, winner of Guardianes 2020 with Leon before making the move to America. Casemiro, and again, good interception, but Joe Dickinson, the referee, saw the foul a little bit earlier, so he's going to pull that one back.
Wow, that's a pretty extended wait on the call. And we did see the foul go back a while ago, but there is a pass, there is a setup, there is a ball hit. So here comes the call for the foul, but then it was probably one pass, then the next pass, where the whistle was finally blown. I want to do that just a little bit sooner.
Oh, I agree. Mendy back for Nacho. Rudiger. Nice little outlet ball from him to find Lucas Vasquez. Comes inside. Asensio goes out wide. Good movement from Vasquez, and he was almost in behind. Nice idea by Casemiro. Dos Santos. Always looks so comfortable in possession. Jonathan Dos Santos. Didn't quite work out for him in Major League Soccer. At your former club, Kobe?
Yeah, he spent some time at the Galaxy. That's always quality, he's helped many clubs over his career. He's established himself as a top player. It's fantastic that he was part of the Galaxy and now with America. Not some bad clubs that he's been on.
Nope. Villarreal, Barcelona as well. Asensio again just caught offside. It's been a good line so far from America in terms of just stepping up when they need to.
Well, when you look at America and how they're playing, especially on the defensive side, Aquino is one player to pay attention to, especially when Real Madrid starts pushing forward and it looks like they're starting to create chances. You see Aquino drop a little bit more, maybe into almost like a back five to really close up some of those passing lanes in the central area, especially trying to keep the ball away from the feet of Benzema, of all people.
Going to talk about the future of Marcos Asensio. Carlo Ancelotti just kind of deflected away that conversation, said, well, you have to talk to the player, you'll talk to the club. He said, I'm relaxed. He always seems relaxed though, doesn't he? And you've won as much as he has. Not easier to be, but it's going to be interesting to see if Asensio does move on, whether Real Madrid do make a move for a forward, because the consensus was Mbappe was going to end up at Real Madrid. That didn't happen. Modric. Again, a lot of space for Vasquez, and they haven't picked up the run. Cuts inside, still on his right foot, and he went for one pass too many.
And I believe that was Aquino once again in that central position, picking up that ball, just cutting off the pass.
Real Madrid looked open for a moment there defensively on the counter. A good tracking back in, eventually wins the ball back.
Pardon me, I was just saying it's got to be much faster. This Real Madrid side, and now they're into the game. You come on the counter, it's got to be quick because they will drop in and get back into their defensive positions.
Lovely interchange from Vinicius and Benzema. Wasn't always a favourite of some of the veterans, Vinicius, but he's worked his way in. He scored the winner in a Champions League final. That'll help. Aquino trying to lead the charge again.
Yeah, just a little too much for Aquino on that one. He actually had the pass, or I believe he could have played that through. He had a couple of players, and Martin and Viñas running into space.
Benzema, I think he was looking for the run of Modric. But again, that final ball just not quite there yet. And was that a foul by Nacho? Yes, the referee says it was. Just holding on to the back of Federico Viñas.
Well, there's a player that's doing a lot of the dirty work. Maybe he doesn't have the goal, but he's doing what you're supposed to do as that number 9. These are the plays that you like to see as a coach. Just getting in there, initiating that contact, forcing the defender to foul you, and thus maybe get a little bit of a break, move your whole team forward. It's just a piece of excellence as a striker to be able to do that and have that in your bag of tricks, so to speak.
Rudiger. Nice play from him to find Toni Kroos. Very high defensive line again from America. Vinicius going out wide. Benzema. Kroos. Back for Karim Benzema. Benzema! Curls up brilliantly! The best number 9 in the world, and he scored an absolute world-class finish. Made it all himself as well. Karim Benzema, first appearance in pre-season, and he's off the mark.
Oh my! Most underrated striker in the game, Karim Benzema. And he sets this one up from the beginning. He knows what he's going to do. As he has the ball here, this is what he's looking at. A quick 1-2, far post, and what a bend on that ball. Fantastic. This is just a touch of class. 1-2 combination, first time strike, finding the far post. Ochoa has no chance, fully stretched out, but that man right there does it again. It continues to show why he's one of the best.
Well, he's many people's candidate for Ballon d'Or this year. Electric in La Liga. He dragged Real Madrid back from the brink on numerous occasions in the Champions League, and that goal was just pure class.
It's class, and what is so special about it is he makes it look easy. He makes it look like, yes, from this impossible angle through traffic, I'm going to bend this around a couple of players into the far post, just out of reach of a full stretched Ochoa, and run off into the sunset.
Well, game on, 1-1. First goal of the American tour for Real Madrid. Modric. And not just the Real Madrid fans, everybody was on their feet with that finish. Recognising greatness. Modric, good idea with that ball through. And the two defenders, almost indecision there from Lara, the youngster. Asensio trying to attack the space. They're just trying to figure out who to pick up there, because Benzema coming very deep to get on the ball as well.
Well, all that's just a sign of the class of this team and how good they are, where they're able to put the balls where it's just out of reach of defenders.
And running into more and more problems here, Club America. Asensio, Vasquez, continuing to run. He's on if Asensio sees him. Instead, he goes to the other fullback, Ferland Mendy. Vinicius, twisting and turning. Defenders on the back foot, but eventually Club America win it back. They're on the ropes here. The most decorated Liga MX side. Nice bit of skill from him. Ball out wide for Reyes. Last time he was hesitant to the cross. This time he tries to slip one into the penalty area. And fullback will get another chance. Back for Leon. He's had some good moments in this first half, the veteran. For Santos.
Well, the cross has got to come in at some point where you've got yourself into a dangerous position. You have your players up there. It's almost like you're wasting an opportunity. As you come up, your forwards are running, your forwards are in position, and they're waiting. They want the ball in. Because most forwards are like, look, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just give me the chance. But look at where they are now. They were inside the 18, and now they push all the way back into their own half.
Sanchez, good pressure again centrally. Nacho coming all the way out, and Toe Dickerson says play on. It would have been a free kick, but Club America kept possession. Reyes, back for Leon. Zendejas. Reyes appeals for offside, and the flag does go up. But Kobe, a couple of moments ago, we saw an absolute world-class finish from the very best in the game.
I mean, wow, that ball's still spinning, but look at this angle. Around the defender. Look, is that going out of bounds? No, because the bin just brings it right back in and beyond the reach of Ochoa. That is a piece of perfection.
Never tired of watching that over and over again. As good piece of defending from Reyes there to deny Vasquez. And tough for the young America left back so far. Asensio, Casemiro. Asensio back to the Brazilian holding midfielder. What a signing he's been for Real Madrid. And he's won a free kick here. I know we always talk about Kroos and Modric, but Casemiro, since he's come in, has just given them that defensive rock to really build on.
Yeah, look, that threesome in there, it's all, everyone's 30 and above. It's just experience, and they know what they need to do. They can hold the ball. They have every part that you want in your midfield. That person, they say Casemiro in there, they can get stuck in, they can give you the tackle, that strength. And then Kroos, that just has that special ability where we've seen him do a couple of turns in the passes. And then for me, Modric. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous that a 36-year-old still runs to that ability where he just covers so much ground. And those three help just establish this Real Madrid side as one of the best. Or as many of their fans would say, the best.
Well, the stats would back them up on that. Vasquez involved with the challenge with Leon. America, again playing in. They've had a lot of possession on their left without really getting in behind. You almost see Vasquez daring Reyes to try cross last time, and he didn't. Good pressure this time from Vinicius. Lara, the youngster, was just caught there as he looked up, wanted to go forward, but Vinicius had come in very narrow. Vinicius is frustrated with himself. Aquino. Jorge Sanchez. Vinicius, one of three Real Madrid players rumoured to have tied down the long-term future to the club. Militao and Rodrigo being the others. Again, Viñas. Reyes. Dos Santos. Reyes. And again he comes back inside. He goes all the way back. Another strange decision. And luckily for America, they held onto the ball. Sanchez. Nice little flick from him. Gets it back. He's behind Mendy, but he's behind everybody. And that means he's offside.
I mean, it goes back for me. I mean, we're seeing a little bit of a scuffle going on in there, and this is where the flag goes up for offside, but there's a little bit of jabbering going on back and forth. We got Rudiger in there. Martinez in there. Now, but going back to what you said, when we talk about Reyes, it's a few times that he's elected to go backwards. And on that last one, instead of crossing the ball in and putting it in a dangerous position, he goes back and with a poor ball. These are the times where you can't elect to be nervous. These are the times where, especially when you're an outside back, where in this modern game you're a wing back getting forward, you have to get those crosses in. And if you don't get those crosses in, when your forwards are there, sooner or later, they're going to stop running. They're going to stop making those runs. So Reyes has just got to have confidence, put the ball in a dangerous area, and see what happens.
A wonderful piece of skill from Luka Modric again. The fans enjoyed that from the former Ballon d'Or winner. Vinicius in for Benzema. Similar area to when he started that run for the leveling goal. Vinicius back in, but that's good defensive play from Aquino, who's done a good job in the centre of midfield so far for Club America. He's won the free kick here.
And I think Aquino's been probably one of the best players on the field for America. Still gobbling up a lot of ground, winning a lot of tackles. Even when he's been building out, he's done well for the most part.
Oh, there's going to be a change here in goal for Club America. Memo Ochoa getting the start. He's going to be replaced by Oscar Jimenez. He's a veteran, but he still wanted to play against the Champions League winners, didn't he?
Everybody does. You want your shot to see how it goes.
Oscar Jimenez, a veteran goalkeeper. Hasn't played much since arriving at America 5 years ago, the former Chiapas man. When he gets some good minutes here. There's 3 goalkeepers in the pool today, so we'll see if that's going to be another switch they make later on. Leun. Reyes. This time he does try cross, and perhaps we see why he was so hesitant to cross the time before.
Yeah,
it was a good delivery.
It's got to be a bit better than that. Now, even, maybe cut it back, get yourself a little bit more space, and whip it in with that right foot.
Vinicius. Ferland Mendy, the left back, popping up in a central midfield position. Vasquez. Benzema. Modric as the number 9 now. Benzema coming late, and he was late with the challenge as well. It's going to be a free kick, but the movement of Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti, Kobe, has said, we have a much better squad than last year. He basically played with a squad of 14 or 15 players, and you add Rudiger, Tchouaméni, and he feels some of the younger players coming through as well.
That should worry a lot of people. If the coach is thinking that he has a better squad than he had last year, that basically won everything, that's basically a coach putting every team in the world or in UEFA on notice.
And they finished 13 points clear of Barcelona, but Barcelona have spent big. Leun. Reyes. Miguel Leun. Back for the Santos. Aquino. Zendejas. Vinyas. This is a good spell of possession here from the Liga MX side. Jorge Sanchez. Zendejas. He's a lively figure, Zendejas. Nice turn from Jorge Sanchez to get away from Vinicius. Nice ball from Martin. Zendejas. He's got a good left foot on him. Instead he goes for that little flick ball. Good pressure to win it back from Reyes. Well, then he gives it right back for Modric. Modric, second time we've seen him give a ball away cheaply. Zendejas. For Santos. Leun. There's Jonathan Dos Santos again. Aquino. And Mejas again just forcing it back. They're not really penetrating Real Madrid with this possession. Around, but not beyond. They're making a chance here because they've won a free kick. Overzealous in the challenge was Casemiro, and he's had that happen before as he picks up a yellow card.
And maybe once or twice he's picked up a yellow card in his career. You see as Layun just pulls this ball away. It's a little bit of a swipe and connects with Layun just on the top of his foot. And picks up the yellow card. This puts America in a decent position just outside the 18. Maybe about 4 yards, 5 yards out. Now these are the ones
shooting position, perhaps.
I like to. It's that in between, right, where you like to see it whipped in on target with players running to that 6. So if he can aim, if Layun, who is always quality on his service, can aim towards that far post low and hard.
Layun, it's on target and into the hands of the goalkeeper. Was made to work, but comfortable save in the end.
Yeah, a little bit comfortable. I think he just going to the near post. That's what goalkeepers are supposed to cover.
Rudiger, Modric, again, just the ease at which they play out of the pressure, and just a little bit too much on that pass from Casemiro as he was looking for Vasquez. Carlo Ancelotti is up in his technical area. Don't often see that from him in pre-season. Benzema, a little bit of space. Vinicius inside the area, tries to create the yard, but Lara does well. At full stretch, and he had to make that interception, the youngster.
Well, this is a look as it just goes across, and Vinicius, he tries to pull it, but doesn't pull it away from the defender.
Cross to the far post, and well, the effort from Rudiger, right at Jimenez, the goalkeeper. Just a bit of indecision there from Jorge Sanchez, and that allowed Vinicius to get back in and do his defensive work. Now, we'll do what his real work is all about, going at defenders. Modric. Pull back for Asensio. Benzema just trying to thread that one through. Asensio inside the area. So many numbers back in those central areas. Not much space. Toni Kroos finds some space. And that one's deflected. Another one that looked destined to be on target. Vinicius, good spell of pressure here from Real Madrid. Casemiro couldn't thread that one through. But they keep possession. The reigning Champions League winners. Nacho.
And this is where you can see that America has to weather this storm, and they've got to figure a way and figure out how to relieve this pressure.
Crossing, and it's Aquino getting all the way back in and clearing that with the header. And now it's going to be a goal kick. So a little bit of breathing space here for Club America's. Real Madrid just start to turn the screws on them a little bit.
Yeah, and this is it, just before half, and the last thing you want to do is take a goal before half, but you can feel just the ramp up from Madrid as they're slowly holding on to the ball a little bit more. The passing's getting a little bit quicker, and maybe not a whole lot more running, but it's just shorter and sharper. You can see just that it's going pop, pop, pop really quickly, and it's making it so difficult that even when America does get possession of the ball, it's almost a little bit of a panic because the immediate pressure is coming on them now, and they're giving the ball right back to Real Madrid.
Cáceres back for Jimenez. He waited an awfully long time before playing that ball for Lara. His clearance, easy for Nacho. And it's going to be a free kick. It was a double up. Viñas on one side. Aquino on the other. And the free kick, easy decision for Joe Dickerson. Might have been a hand in the back as well from the Peruvian international. Toni Kroos. Vasquez. Back for Rudiger. Benzema. Vinicius. Four defenders around him, still found a pass. Might have been fouled afterwards as well. Mendy. Casemiro. Benzema. Dribbles through to Benzema again! Just wide. They just cannot get a handle on his movement. Karim Benzema twisting and turning and almost scoring a second.
You want to see a big man working in the tight spaces? Look at this move by Benzema. Hello, just a little tap dance. 4 defenders circling around him. He just skips through all 4 of them and just goes wide. I mean, this is just incredible, the skill level that Benzema has, where it shows he's far and above the rest. You know,
best 9 in the world for you?
What's that?
Best number 9 in the world right now?
Right now? Yeah.
I like putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I got no problems with that. Everyone see what he did last year?
Yeah, I don't think many would argue with you. Well, the man that for the last couple of years has been up there, Robert Lewandowski, is now a member of Barcelona, right? So that's going to be a fascinating battle in La Liga this season.
You know, you just got to love true number 9s. Ones that just go out and score goals. It's such a beautiful thing, and I know number 9s get a lot of stick about, oh, they don't do a lot of work, they don't do a whole lot of defense. But you know what? The reason all the attention goes on the number 9s is because they put the ball in the back of the net, and when it comes down to it, that is the most difficult thing to do in the game, is to score a goal.
Nice ball out wide here for Sanchez again, Zendejas. Dos Santos. Aquino, Dos Santos. That was a really bright beginning from Club America to get that opening goal early on through Henry Martin. An absolutely world-class leveler from Karim Benzema. But despite Real Madrid's possession and probing, so 1-1, Club America still very much in this game.
Yeah, and I think Club America started finding themselves in trouble once they decided, okay, instead of continuously attacking, that they started to say, okay, we're going to hold the ball. And now, as they've gotten a little bit more tired, you tend to make a few more mistakes. And against a Real Madrid team, they will capitalize on those mistakes. So for Club America, what they need to do is when they attack, continue the attack and try to finish that attack in the final third. So it's all the way up the field. But when you start making those mistakes in the center of the field or that middle third, Real Madrid's going to make you pay. And especially this man on the ball, Luka Modric.
Modric, lovely inch-perfect pass for Toni Kroos. They have a telepathic understanding, Kroos. We're hearing there's going to be 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of what's been a free-flowing first half. Sanchez, did that one come off the Mexican international fullback? It did, so Real Madrid will have the throw in. And we have the wave going around Oracle Park right now, Kobe. So, well, Club America and Real Madrid fans enjoying themselves so far tonight.
I think we were all enjoying it. It's a great atmosphere. I mean, it's a packed house.
Absolute incredible venue. Benzema. Benzema just trying to twist and turn. That time he took on one too many. But look at the pressure again from Real Madrid. Although Nacho's absolutely furious because the free kick has gone against him.
Yeah, and off of that play, one of the things that we've stopped really seeing is the runs off of each other, where you have Martin and Vinicius. They're very separated now, and if you see one player checking, one's got to go beyond. And if off of that play, Vinicius was able to go beyond, the ball doesn't have to come into feet of Martin where he's getting pressure from behind. It can go beyond into space, and that opens things up.
Modric towards Benzema. Came off American defender last, so we should have just about enough time for a corner kick here. We certainly will, because Real Madrid rushing to take it, thinking about pre-season. And now we have another little bit of a push off the ball.
Well, I tell you, it's pre-season for the first 10 or 15 minutes, or it's pre-season to that first tackle, you feel. And all of a sudden, you get riled up pretty quickly.
Toni Kroos came across, actually Benzema ran across to try and get the corner kick taken quickly. And now Kroos will deliver. Kroos towards the far post. The header is well wide. Rudiger getting forward again. Second time he's had a shot attempt. This one well off target. Here's a goal threat on set pieces though. Kobe, final few seconds. Your thoughts on the first 45?
No, I think it's been fantastic. You can split this half up. I mean, the beginning was all about America, just the pressure that they were pushing on, and they were attacking and getting into the final third, and then just the play, the consistency of Real Madrid, and just that the excellence kind of showed up as they just played themselves into the match and just got better and better as the game went on.
There's been a couple of players and a couple of times we've had comings together. Lucas Vazquez and Viñas going at it now. And as I said, Real Madrid are used to this, because when they go anywhere, the team they're playing against are absolutely up for it. All the talk in terms of Liga MX media was how Club America have ruled this region, and they get to take on the very best of European football. You sense there's that edge to it.
Yeah, look at Ancelotti in the back, just having some words, and you can see, you know, they got a few things to say to each other. What did you say? Preseason friendly?
Well, Henry Martin with the opening goal. Benzema with the leveler. 1-1 after 45 minutes here at Oracle Park. Kobe, it was
Doug.
All right, Limo, give me a socket wrench, some pliers, and a phone open at libertymutual.com. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And you can even save $652 when you switch. Okay, I need a crowbar and a blowtorch. Limo, call a mechanic. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Seriously, man, how do these Bird Dogs joggers look? They look great. Not gonna lie, man. Even Pinocchio could sell those things.
The best thing about these Bird Dogs joggers is that they're stretchy, so they look good on everybody.
Can I try them on?
Did you suck it? You're resisting! You're resisting me! Come on!
How do I look?
Great!
What should we do?
I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40...
Let me guess. Less energy? Less drive?
Definitely. It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age. Happen to you guys?
Yep.
So what did you do?
We got Nugenix Total T.
To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text TIGHT to 231231. This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels.
That does it. I gotta get Nugenix. Just send a text for a complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too.
Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix now. Text TIGHT to 231231. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast. Absolutely free. That's TIGHT to 231231.
Are these rules for me?
They're for all of us. because no one is above the law. I'm Andrea Campbell, and that means exposing big oil companies and price gougers that jack up prices, taking on those who defraud the overtime system or misuse taxpayer dollars, and cracking down on corporations that pollute our communities. As Attorney General, I'll hold politicians and the powerful accountable, because I'll always fight for you. Honey, come on.
New episodes this fall.
Cats out of the bag! Humans are going wild for the animated comedy Housebroken. And you can watch season 1. Oh, don't worry. Anytime you want.
Saving creatures this gorgeous makes our job worthwhile.
These strippers love me.
It's non-stop fun.
You're welcome.
Crazy.
Oh, it tickles, but in a good way.
And a laugh riot.
Sorry, that laugh kind of got away from me.
Lisa Kudrow leads an all-star cast.
Where's the adult supervision?
Housebroken. New episodes coming soon to Fox. And watch season 1 on Fox Now or Hulu.
Nicely done by Piatti. That's spectacular. And Montreal Impact leading at BC Place. And it's Nacho Piatti with a goal. Boateng, another one. Great run into the area. Was he brought down? No. Dos Santos fires. Scores!
Wide, let Obafemi use his pace. And now here he is from Andy Rose's pinpoint pass. Wonderful skill from Martins. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous goal.
Oh, still hasn't been kicked. Donadoni takes it. Looking for the corner. He finds it. Roberto Donadoni on the set piece. A go-go. Lipwar. Able to get a cross off. Balboa with the ball. Oh my! That's got to be the goal of the year. We'll call it now. Here comes Darwin Quintero. How about it? How about it? Shot. Forward. It's Pozuelo. Pozuelo! My word! Alejandro Pozuelo! Magnificent! Toronto has a new hero! Spin around Tripoli, and into the box, looking! Giovanni Savarese!
Teaching her how to drive. But Dad, why not use Greenlight to help her save for her own car? Mowing lawns, getting paid. Oh, smoothies. Is that strawberry? Soon, she'll go from washing your car to flexing with her own. Even better, teach her how to invest in cars. Together, you can navigate the world of earning, saving, and investing. Because when you teach her how to be smart about money, she'll go far. Real far. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
One car accident. Everything just fell apart. My car insurance dropped me. I got a ticket for driving uninsured, so I couldn't drive to work. Now I'm behind on the rent. What's next?
Need car insurance? A bad driving record doesn't have to stop you. Get coverage for as little as $20 down with Good to Go auto insurance and proof of insurance on the spot. Visit goodtogo.com and get things back on track. Visit goodtogo.com. That's good, the number 2, go.com.
I'm ready for the rain.
The cold. For sunny skies ahead.
Lightning strikes and tornadoes? I'll know.
You can be ready too with the Climb app. Check out insightful weather maps, customizable weather alerts, and many more features. Climb, precise weather precisely for you.
Nobody does anything perfectly the first time, or the second, even the third. We learn from mistakes. But when it comes to retirement planning, who can afford mistakes? Smart Asset can help you avoid those unpleasant mishaps with a free guide, The 7 Crucial Mistakes of Retirement Planning. We also match you with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors who can help you achieve your retirement goals. Using Smart Asset is free with no obligation. Discover what others learned the hard way at smartasset.com.
This is as good as it gets.
MLB returns to the Field of Dreams. The Cubs take on the Reds August
great attention to detail. I want you on call.
Don't do this. What other option do we have?
Tony De La Rosa, I just have a couple questions.
I did what I did to save my son. I never intended for things to get out of hand with this.
The Cleaning Lady. Watch the entire first season before new episodes this fall.
Cats out of the bag! Humans are going wild for the animated comedy Housebroken. And you can watch season 1. Oh, don't worry. Anytime you want.
Saving creatures this gorgeous makes our job worthwhile.
These strippers love me.
It's non-stop fun.
You're welcome.
Crazy.
Oh, it tickles, but in a good way.
And a laugh riot.
Sorry, that laugh kind of got away from me.
Lisa Kudrow leads an all-star cast.
Where's the adult supervision?
Housebroken. New episodes coming soon to Fox. And watch season 1 on Fox Now or Hulu.
It's Dempsey past the line! Jar for Valeri, thinking about it from distance. A shot from distance! What a goal! Diego Valeri, 2-1 Portland! Wayne Rooney, the net is empty. Big collision by the captain. That is unbelievable effort. Rooney, putting one up. Acosta. Bresso, Almiron, lot of time. Almiron! Oh, it was a shot that travelled like a comet from Miguel Almiron. Yes, Mariage. Toujours dans la surface, repris par Magalino. Well, slipped in between Boswell and Birnbaum. Trying to set it up. Benefit scores. 2-0 New York Red Bulls. Whether he hit or not. Rooney! What a goal from Wayne Rooney!
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Is it my birthday? All right, I could use some cake.
This is an intervention.
Will there still be cake?
Oh, well, yes, actually.
Welcome to Flatch has the same feel as The Office and Parks and Rec.
That's what she said.
It's a love letter to the community at its heart.
Flash, we love you!
If you're looking for a big taste of small town life, welcome to Flatch.
You're welcome!
1 full hour Thursdays on Fox, and watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
All the reader will needs a whole lot of money.
It's $1 Million Music Mondays.
Are you guys ready to make some money?
Let's do it. Don't forget the lyrics and Beat Shazam show you the money.
One.
And if you want to test your music knowledge,
You came up here with a hot cup of nothing.
you can watch anytime.
That money make me.
$1 Million Music Mondays, all new Mondays on Fox, and watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
Water is the lifeblood of your home, and an Aquasana water filter is its heart, removing the contaminants you worry about most, giving you clean, great-tasting water and peace of mind. Take control of your water with up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
Here's to hard workers, the holding down two jobbers, the making the paycheck stretchers. Here's to the bad to fair credit scores, and those bills were just a little bit laters. At Good to Go, we see you. We know you have the drive, you just can't afford to drive. Good to Go is here to give you auto insurance when others won't. For as little as $20 down and low monthly payments, Good to Go makes it easy to get approved, insured, and back on the road fast. Get the coverage you need, instant proof of insurance, and be on your way. We know you're going places. Let us help you get there. When others say no, we say you're good to go. Visit goodtogo.com.
Deep in credit card debt? Did you know Credit Associates can help you reduce that debt? First, there's the total amount of credit card debt you owe. Whoa! We can reduce that by almost half. Those decades you'll be in debt? We reduce that down to as little as 24 to 36 months. Lastly, how about the stress from being in debt? We can help reduce that too. Visit creditassociates.com for free information on how we can reduce your debt and save you thousands.
Why is money shooting out of your shirt?
Oh, I bought it with Ibotta online. They give me cash back so there's money in everything I buy.
Guess that explains the couch then. And the kids' faces.
Yep, bought it all with Ibotta.
In-store, online. There's cash back in everything you buy.
These folks don't have time to go to the post office. They use Stamps.com. All the services of the post office, only cheaper. Get a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com/TV and never go to the post office again.
You know, it says out of workshop for a reason.
So sorry to bother you, boss, but they moved the World Cup to the holidays.
Wait, like the actual World Cup?
It's a big deal.
Yeah, but that's my time to shine. Get Blitzen on the phone. I gotta get back up there right now. I gotta go.
All right, I'm going to change your world. Right. I love to root for great. Yes. You want to root for the underdog.
Good luck with that.
It doesn't matter how many times I'm right, you'll still argue with me. This is The Herd.
Nick, he knows a thing or two. You just can't get it.
Chris, well, he's seen a thing or two.
That was interesting.
All those things you love, they might love even more.
We are going to dive right in.
So make this your first play of the day. First things first, mornings on FS1.
You ready for it?
Here we go.
Morning's OG. It's Skip, Drip, Bayless.
I am a living legend.
He came to play. Shannon Shay Show.
Get off my property.
Who was the greatest debater of all time? Always right, never wrong, undisputed.
That's good. It's $1 Million Music Mondays.
We got a game to play, guys.
2 music game shows that'll keep you guessing.
Time's over.
You came up here with a hot cup of
Well, it was 45 top quality minutes from the Ballon d'Or favourite. He scored with a super goal, could have had another. And it was part of what was a really good response from Real Madrid after a good start from Club America. Well, I'm your match commentator, Keith Costigan, alongside former US international Kobe Jones. Kobe, we expect a lot of changes in the second half, but you look at the benches for both sides, a lot of quality to call upon as well in this second half.
Yeah, when you look at just the talent all the way around, look, we're talking about 2 major clubs that are just exude skill and talent at every level. And we saw Hazard over there. It's very interesting that you have a team that can have him coming off of the bench to be a player that's going to give a little bit more depth. And look, when we talk about quality teams, if you notice, the best teams in the world usually have a bench that can come in and the level does not drop at all. And you're going to see that from both of these sides respectively.
And it's exactly what Carlo Ancelotti wants as well, because he knows he has to have a bigger squad. He knows the threat of Barcelona this season. Whether you agree with the spending or not, Barcelona mean business. And this man hopes to keep Real Madrid at the top of the European footballing pyramid. So we are going to see Eder Militao, one of those players I said who is poised to sign a new deal. Eden Hazard, who played as a false 9 the other day. It didn't quite work out for him in that role, in that match. That famous moment when they won the league title, where he told the fans, I haven't been at my best, I will be next year. So putting that pressure on himself. We'll see what he can offer in this second half. We'll try and keep you updated on all the changes as Real Madrid kick things off in the all-white, attacking from left to right. Well, vantage point because of the regular shaping of the field in terms of baseball is not quite at the halfway line. Militao. Perhaps a partnership we're going to be more likely to see in Militao and Rudiger. There's a little bit of interchange there coming forward from that right back position. Dani Ceballos getting a touch. Ceballos on in midfield. Vasquez does stay on at right back. Nice touch by Zendejas. Lara. Cáceres.
for Fernando Ortiz, Kobe, the Club America coach. Fast start, but you could tell they were under pressure as the halfway. Now, what's his message at halftime coming into the second half in a match like this?
Well, I think it has to be a little bit more of let's start this half how we did it in the first, but with an understanding of we can't open ourselves up in the back. We have to be a little bit more controlled, so to speak. We can't panic under the situation. And you can see how tight the game is right now with the numbers, how high of a line that you have being played by Real Madrid, and they're comfortable doing that if they're able to put pressure on you. And so you have to get your head down, and you can't look up and pick players out.
And Lucas Canizares has come on, a young goalkeeper. Older fans, like myself, might remember his dad, Santiago Canizares, very good goalkeeper as well. Was that Real Madrid, but more famous for his time in Valencia?
Well, I don't remember him, so you must be older than me.
You don't want to get in that battle right now, my friend. The changes in midfield. Chouameni is in. Looks like Camavinga might be in as well. The ball over the top, and here's a chance to run. A bit of space opening up, and an attempt to cross, and it almost falls. It was Eden Hazard coming inside the area. Slack defending initially. It wasn't the greatest ball from Valverde, who's just on as well. Eden Hazard pounced on the mistake, but it was just off target.
Yeah, but just that stride from Valverde just eats up ground. It's a little bit of a deflection, falls right into the path of Hazard. Hazard tries to get on this one. He does connect with it, but you can see maybe a bit rushed as the defender's right there to stick the foot out, and then that goes up and over.
Chouameni immediately involved with that strong-headed challenge. He's the big signing, isn't he, that the other clubs in Europe are all monitoring the Rhine's midfielder. Real Madrid pounced. He wasn't the only player we thought would be coming in from Liga. That big Kylian Mbappe move that never materialised. And well, until the windows are closed, you never know what Real Madrid might do. But Carlo Ancelotti saying he's quite happy with the squad he has, despite the lack of a new number 9.
Yeah, well, when he's talking about that this is a better team than last year, you've got to be pretty confident on the squad that you have, the players that you've brought in, and the players that are developing within the system.
Militao is going to fall here, and a chance to play this ball out wide for Reyes. And he hasn't looked comfortable, the young left back, getting forward, and he was trying to go on that first touch. It ended up going underneath his foot.
Yeah, just a little bit lax on the concentration. First and foremost, got to bring that ball down. He probably felt that the pressure was coming.
A bit of pressure put on the young star signing Chouameni, and he knocks that out of play for the corner kick. It wasn't very good play from the midfielder. Presents a set-piece opportunity for Club America. There you got to look at Lucas Canizares. Valverde, Chouameni, and Camavinga all centred together, and that's good play from the young goalkeeper. Comes out and just plucks it out of the air, really comfortable. Well played in for Eden Hazard. A move from Chelsea that just has not worked out for him so far. Injuries and at times been just left out even when he was available. Camavinga. Rudiger. Militao, and not a great ball from the centre-back. And not great play from Cáceres. He's just caught in possession, and to compound the issue, he gives away the free kick. Good pressure from Ceballos. And that was poor from Cáceres. A free kick here in a really good position for Real Madrid. And Alaba over this one. Looks like he's on at left back, a position where more used to seeing him play in his time at Bayern, where he won 10 Bundesliga titles. Alaba, left-footed, just over. He has that in his locker, the Austrian international.
See, he's just going to step up here and just have a crack from distance.
Alaba trying to get forward there and losing out. Aquino. And the yellow card is going to be produced for Dani Ceballos for the challenge. So he's only on the field a couple of minutes. And the man who spent a couple of years on loan at Arsenal makes his way into Joe Dickerson's notebook. There's the pass from Aquino.
Just a little bit late from Ceballos. Just comes in there, has a crack on Aquino from behind. That's gonna get you a yellow card every day of the week.
And again, he didn't look too worried about it as Real Madrid win it back quickly. It was a substitute in a number of Champions League games where they came back and fought their way back in, particularly against PSG. Chelsea, 2 games that immediately spring to mind. This man was a big part of that. Militao. Vasquez. Rudiger. A bit of skill here in the middle of midfield. Chance to get forward. Vasquez on the first touch let him down. And then the challenge. And it's a poor one from the young fullback Reyes, who's had a difficult night. And he's compounded that night by giving away a penalty. It wasn't a good touch from Vasquez, but a rash challenge is now going to present Real Madrid with an opportunity to go in front from the penalty spot.
Well, this is what happens when you have a little bit of a difficult night just coming in a little bit late here. This will give us a better look. I'm not the best touch from Vasquez. Vasquez makes the most of it. I'm not thinking that one should be a penalty. There's contact there, but when he wins the ball, I mean, there is no VAR, but for me, that's not a penalty.
Well, there you go. The famous blood on the sock. Isn't that a baseball term? There you go. Oracle Park. All said and done, Eden Hazard was really quick to go over and pick up that ball. Ceballos had it in his hands. He gave it to Eden Hazard. Hazard from the spot. Cool as you like. Right in the corner from the Belgian international. And, well, whether you agree on the decision to give the penalty, there's no doubt on the man who dispatched the penalty. Hazard has given Real Madrid the lead.
Well, it's just a bit of confidence from Hazard, and I think it's along the lines of wanting to build his confidence going into this season, where he's going to take this and make sure that he's the one. But here it is. See, look, from Vasquez, you have Vasquez going over the ball and reaching out, and then there's the contact, and it's after he wins the ball that he goes down and leads to this penalty, and Hazard puts it in the perfect spot. For Jimenez even guesses the right way, but it's just hit so well, so low, and in the corner, that side netting, that no one's going to be able to save it.
Well, if he does stay fit, he does get close to his form of recent years, it would be like a new signing. And Rodrigo has now won this one back. Camavinga breaking into the area. And right now, Club America a mess defensively. Tchouameni.
Well, this is a little bit...
Rudiger, just naughty little pass there.
Yeah, this is what you said. What do they need to do? And this is where America is having difficulties. They're
Rodrigo, Camavinga, back across. The two substitutes almost combining really good football.
They're having issues because they're making mistakes in the wrong areas of the field and giving up the ball in this situation. Sometimes, I know teams want to play pretty, all the times, but sometimes you've got to get ugly and dirty a little bit to build out and play pretty again. And I think America's too many times getting caught in their own half with the ball.
Being suffocated right now with the possession. They've lost it again. Valverde coming very narrow, and that has opened up space again for Vasquez. One of the holdovers from the first half, I believe, put the captain's armband on as well. Ceballos. That one given away to the Santos. Henry Martin. Hazard likes a little touch from him to Ceballos. Good run further forward. Hazard. Good pass out wide. Vasquez, two inside the area. Alabert's going to sit up nicely for his left foot. And the block from Cáceres. He did strike him well, David Alaba, and that one kept low, kept hard, and the defender had to get in the path of it. Camavinga. The Real Madrid onslaught continues. Lovely interchange again. And that one pulled back to nobody in particular. De Santos and Camavinga absolutely crashing into him with that pressure. We saw patient Real Madrid. Now we're seeing high energy Real Madrid.
Yeah, this is a Real Madrid side that is high energy on the defensive side of the ball. You can see that there's challenges into every ball that's being played out. And it's not, it's so pretty.
Camavinga, lovely football again. Alaba's almost stepped forward as a centre forward. Curled effort, and that one goes a couple of yards over. Tchouameni looking for his first Real Madrid goal. But the football is of the level of a European champion.
The passing is incredible, and we're seeing it to another level as just the ball's being moved around. They're moving the America defense all over. You can see the combination play. But what really stands out for me is the defensive side. When you look at the passes that are coming out for America, watch the defense for Real Madrid. It's not that they're waiting for the player to get the ball and then they're trying to defend and even defending well there. They're challenging every pass that comes in, that they're stepping in and trying to win the ball, right away before it gets to where it needs to go. Now, on the other side, Keith, can you tell me all those players that are coming in right now?
Of course I can, Kobe. We love covering these big games, but these moments can be difficult. There's no doubt about it. Henry Martin, one of the players coming out, he did get that goal. And we are going to see Jonathan Cabecita Rodriguez coming in. So successful in his time at Cruz Azul. And they're hoping he can give them a cutting edge in that final third.
Yeah, he's been one of the stars, or he was one of the big stars of Cruz Azul, brought over to America to kind of give them a little bit more offensive punch. And we'll see how he does here.
And we're going to see another change. Tony Rudiger gets a little bit longer than the other starters. Jesus Vallejo will come on. A centre-back who's been at the club since 2015, but he's been on loan for a lot of that time. Most recently with Granada. Valdez is on. Chilean international. Not a great header from Alaba. This is going to fall the edge of the penalty area, and that one right at Canizares, the young goalkeeper. And again, León has had a good game tonight, the veteran. Again, León, who's playing for Sevilla and Villarreal. And he knows all about Spanish football. He knows all about the quality of tonight's opponents. Vallejo, Canizares. Militao. Rodrigo, and he might have been in there if he hadn't have slipped. Kobe, you were on the field earlier just checking the areas where they had to resurface as you change from baseball to soccer field. And I think that's one of the areas where Rodrigo just slipped as he was trying to turn and angle his run.
Yeah, and it's funny, right? It's not a major difference, but it is a slight difference, and that could be enough, especially on a fresh surface. It's been down for just a week or two, and it makes it difficult at these times. I mean, you do your best, and especially when you're running on one surface, you have an understanding of how it feels, and then you try to, especially when you try to make a cut, that's when you can go down. And we've seen a few slips, from the beginning of the match on, but overall, I'd say the field's held up pretty well, pretty good condition.
Ceballos. Alaba, and now he is back in that left-back role. I wonder if we'll see him there a little bit more this season with the other options around him. Camavinga, Rodrigo, did he go too early? Yeah, he did. The flag went up. I think he knew it as well.
Yeah, America's going to have to do much better on finding the positioning. And you can see just a slightly offside, but you can see the spaces that the players are getting into, especially Camavinga, that he's just dropping right behind the defensive midfielders for America. And when he picks up that ball, that he can turn, pick his head up, and find players to play to.
Ball in over the top, and is that a foul? Well, no, the flag had gone up, so that negates any decision Joe Dickerson might have had to make. Romano Fidalgo was the player trying to play in Jonathan Rodriguez. Fidalgo, of course, who came across to Club America from Real Madrid, so he certainly knows a thing or two about his opponents. Came across Santi Solari bringing him. Santi Solari no longer Club America coach, but speaking today very fondly of Fidalgo and what he's done so far in Liga MX. Club America again trying to break forward. Valdez. Ball out wide, chance to cross. Whipped in delivery. This is better from Club America. Goal effort, just wide.
Much better from America, just with the ball movement, being aggressive on the tackles, and especially from that player that we just saw on there, Valdez. He gives a lot of that energy at that number 10 position, just tracking down, getting into good positions. He's the playmaker for this America team.
It's a little bit more like what we saw early on from Club America, the substitutes providing the energy, but when you press and it's broke, you leave space, and here come Real Madrid. Rodrigo, Valverde, Camavinga, who's looked really good in possession. Aurelien Tchouameni, nice turn from him. Will that be the midfield for the next decade for Real Madrid, I wonder? Hazard. Camavinga. Tchouameni, they're backing off him. Could he go for goal? Instead he goes for Vasquez. Lovely little dummy. Chance for third. Big save. Really good goalkeeping. Ceballos with the effort. And now the free kick given away by Vasquez. But that was really good play again from Real Madrid. And Ceballos was denied a third goal.
Well, it's the ball movement. And look at that dummy. Just an understanding of where your teammate's going to be. And Ceballos, maybe trying to make up for that yellow card, strikes it well, low and hard, but it's just enough. Just sticking that leg out just enough. Jimenez to block that, keep that out of the net. But you can see the pressure just coming again and again.
Lucas Vasquez is going to come off. And it's going to be another Real Madrid youngster. They have 4 young players coming up from Castilla who travelled with the first team. And Vinicius Tobias, the right back, who came across from Shakhtar. With a name like Vinicius, you might guess. Brazilian. And guess what? Brazilian fullback, what does he like to do?
Get forward. You know there's going to be a little bit more pressure coming down this left side. So I imagine Reyes is going to... It's not going to get any easier for him.
A good win here from Alaba. Eden Hazard just didn't have the pace there as the false line. It's Second game in a row, so it seems like it's something Ancelotti's going to persist with. Cáceres.
This is where the trouble just comes for America. When they do finally win the ball, they give it right back up, and this Real Madrid team is so good.
Alaba, really good run for the forward again. This time from Tchouaméni. And though he couldn't find a teammate, and we have another Real Madrid player down on the ground after they lose their footing. Jonathan Rodriguez trying to lead the line. The importance of him getting into form for Club America this season. Mentioned 13 Liga MX titles, the most of any team in Mexican football, but only 3 of those coming in the last 17 years. John Nicholson making sure that Miguel León is okay. Have you seen enough, Kobe, from Club America tonight? Something that they can build upon as they head back in and play León this weekend in Liga MX play?
Well, I think as we look at where this game has gone so far, I think you build off of that first 15, 20 minutes. Yes, I understand that's not enough for a full game, but you can build off of that saying, hey, look how we played. And look, there's moments. There's moments against Real Madrid. You got to be happy. You got to be happy with that, where you look at it and just go, okay, can we be better as we were here? Take that into Liga MX and start racking up some points and getting some wins.
Richard Sanchez in the middle of midfield. Good switch from him. Longer cross. And acrobatic on that far side. But it's going to be out of play for the goal kick. It might have been a bit of a push in the back there as well.
I think Militao would say, just so you know, this is shoulder to shoulder. Let's see.
Yeah, Roman Martinez, the youngster, on that far post. You're not going to get those goals when you're just starting off your career. Maybe later on. Vinicius Tobias plays that ball back. Richard Sanchez. Back for Cáceres. Araujo. Ronaldo's going out wide, but loses his footing. Ball didn't reach him anyway. Fidalgo.
I would like to see for America just Diego Valdez just getting into more of a central role. He's tending to shift out to that left side, I think, too much with his ability and playmaking skills. He needs to be more central and be that connector for a lot of the players.
Sanchez. Now a little lofted ball in behind. There's nice little flick from him. Good clearance. Good strength from David Alaba. On the ease at which Real Madrid passed the ball around on the surface. There for all to see again. There is young Vinicius Tobias. Ceballos, another player there's rumours about his future. Alaba. Rodrigo. Ceballos. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Patient approach, probing with the passes. Twisting and turning is Ceballos, and he's given it away, and there might be a bit of space here for Valdez on the counter. Now, Roman Martinez just couldn't hold on to it. Real Madrid, August 10th, their first real fixture. It's going to come in Helsinki as they play the UEFA Super Cup against Europa League winners Eintracht Frankfurt. Then it's back to defending the La Liga crown. And they open up with a couple of away games at Almeria and at Celta Vigo. There's been work being done on the Bernabeu for the last couple of years. That's almost complete. Valverde. Nice ball for Eden Hazard. Rodrigo. Hazard making the overlapping run. Back outside, the effort, big save. Tchouaméni just opened up and rifled one towards that bottom corner, but a very good save from the goalkeeper.
And this just ball movement ends up to Tchouaméni with the ball right outside the 18, and you can just see movement all over.
Now they're coming again here. Alaba, plenty of time to pick someone out, and that one's right into the hands of Jimenez. Frustrated with himself more than anything. Here's that previous effort. Good save from Jimenez.
Yeah, and he had to push this one wide because he had players rushing in. He leaves anything up, lays it out. He's got 2 or 3 players right on top of him. And this is every series now is starting to be a carbon copy where they're just pushing back this America's side where they're having difficulties getting out. The ball goes all the way back, and then they end up giving the ball away.
Hard to remember too much for Canizares to do in this second half in goal. We'll see if that changes here. And it's going to be a free kick. Roman Martinez winning it, and Vallejo not agreeing with that call. Well, they send the centre-backs forward here. Just a little bit of a tug on that left shoulder. Again, Richard Sanchez. Jurgen Damm has also come on, the former Atlanta United man, as another wide option. It's going to be Sanchez on the free kick, right for the delivery. And Real Madrid have been comfortable defensively on set pieces so far. And they've won a free kick here as well. You tend to not get, Kobe, the rhythm as you get along in pre-season games in the second half with the number of changes, but still have seen some flashes from Tchouaméni and Camavinga, particularly in the middle of midfield. There is Camavinga.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a much more, maybe not as fluid of a Real Madrid side, but a much more aggressive Real Madrid side, where on the defensively, just winning a lot more tackles, and on the offensive side, it's a lot more passing in the short, sharp passing in tight spaces where they eventually push back the America defense, and they end up right on the top of the 18.
Rodrigo opened up on his right foot. They just backed off him for a moment. He tried to curl one. Always travelling over.
Well, here's a little look at, once again, just the little passes, and it's a pass to Rodrigo, and no one steps up. The step up comes too late. Against a side like Real Madrid and Rodrigo, you got to step up and try to prevent the shot. Probably more so prevent that pass into Rodrigo.
Good win by Militao. Took his time when he initially arrived at Real Madrid, but certainly a mainstay now defensively. Vinicius Tobias getting an acrobatic touch on that one. Valverde, Ceballos. Back for the previously mentioned Militao. Won back well by Club America. They've had better possession in higher areas over the last couple of minutes. Here's Damm. Trying to create a yard of space. He does get his cross in, but the ball had actually gone out of play. That'll be a goal kick for Real Madrid.
And that's a little bit of the difference between the two sides. When you see America with the ball and you see Damm by himself in the corner trying to take someone on, it's a bit different than when you see Real Madrid getting forward. There's always that support there. There's always the next pass where you have options.
The Soccer Champions League game earlier today. Barcelona and Juventus, that one ended 2-2. Dembele scoring a couple of goals. Luis Keane, a couple of goals for Juve. So long Real Madrid Barcelona was about Messi and Ronaldo, but you get the sense that rivalry is going to reignite this season. Not that it ever went away, but I think it will.
Talking about Barcelona and Real Madrid, I think just in the friendly match in Las Vegas, we saw that. We saw that the rivalry is alive and kicking.
Kicking being the proper word to use.
Oh, you caught that?
Valverde, Alaba, Valverde.
Look at the support for every Real Madrid player whenever they receive the ball. It's rare that they're solo and by themselves. Even as they're changing the point of attack, they come in and then the support comes, the movement keeps happening.
Here's Vinicius Tobias. Good play from the young fullback. Little ball in behind and an air shot. Completely missed it. Rodrigo coming inside. Strike one.
I think Rodrigo didn't realize that. I don't think he thought it was going to come through.
Good play from Vinicius Tobias, the young fullback, that create the yawn and get that ball in behind. Not one that Rodrigo's going to want to watch back.
No, I'm sure his teammates will give him a little bit of love on that one.
Well, that's what social media is all about now, isn't it? You don't hide from anything. Now, into Valdez. Reyes. It's back in. Sherman well positioned. England's are the furthest forward on that left-hand side. They've given it away here, Valdez. So you see a difference in terms of a cutting edge without Benzema on the field. Against Barcelona, they struggled tonight, first 45, and they were all of a sudden very lively again in attack. Nice little ball in for that now. He should be in a good position to cross. Over towards the far post, Valdez. Reyes, left-footed delivery, and can't beat the header from Militao. So he just knocks it out of play. Well, that time Reyes did elect to try and get the cross in early. Again, Reyes the outlet on the left for Club America. Big switch. A lot of space here, potentially to deliver. That making the run deeper. Instead, it's going to come back for Sanchez. Hidalgo. Inside the area, goes down. The referee's taking a long look and he's pointed to the spot. Vinicius Tobias just bit the young fullback, and the penalty's being given. I think it's the former Real Madrid man who's won it as well.
Yeah, you can see that it was Fidalgo that was driving and starting to initiate. You had mentioned him just a few seconds before. And here he sees a little bit of space and he drives towards it. This will give us a better look here. Leg goes out. Yep, that's going to be a penalty. And look, it's minimal contact, but a player like Fidalgo knows any type of contact here is I'm going forward. That leg comes out. I feel it. There's the contact. He goes down. It's a penalty.
Yeah, hard to argue when you look at that replay. And the young defender, well, you learn from moments like that. That's what pre-season's all about. We saw a good attacking turn at one end, and minutes later he's given Club America the opportunity to 11. Fidalgo, the save for Canizales, and the flag's actually gone up. I think the young keeper was well off his line. This might be retaken.
Oh, well, you can see everyone complaining now. Did you want some excitement like the last matches? Oh, here you go.
Well, judging by, it was the assistant referee who flagged immediately. It looked like he was off his line, certainly to us. Canizales doing a little jig to show him exactly how he did stay on the line.
There's confrontation happening all over. So talking to the assistant referee at the edge of the penalty box by a couple of players. Zana's trying to say, hey, I was just hopping on the line, maybe. Let's see. The ball is kicked. Yeah, he's 4 yards off. He's about 3 or 4 yards off the line. He's way off that line. I don't think you could really argue with that one.
It amazes me that how guilty someone can be. They will still argue the case. Take 2 for the penalty spot. First time.
Not at all. More pressure now. You don't want to miss it twice.
Hidalgo, second time, just about scores. Canizaro's got a strong hand to it. That time he did stay in his line, but he couldn't keep it out. And Club America level, and it's the former Real Madrid man from the penalty spot with the goal.
Yeah, here's a look at, there's the foul, that leg gets stuck out. Young player, but then Hidalgo steps up. And looking at it here, this one's got to be a save. This is a full palm on it, you'd think, but maybe just enough strength on it from Hidalgo to put that one in the back of the net.
Once he won it, he was the only one taking it against his former club. But a very lucky man. I agree with you, Kobe. I think the goalkeeper, after getting that much of a hand to it, got to keep that out. Vinicius Tobias. Flick back to nobody in particular from Tobias. And well, after long spells of domination from Real Madrid, it's back to level terms. And now some confidence growing here for Jurgen Damm and the rest of the Club America 11. Martinez. His cross towards the far post, but a convincing defensive header. Good touch from Valverde. Rodrigo.
You still get the feeling, Keith, that there's a few more good chances left in this match.
Well, you just got the sense as well that Real Madrid were a little bit in cruise control at 2-1. They felt comfortable and saved the penalty. Kind of kicks them back into life a little bit. Now the corner kick here, Valverde walks away. Leaves this one for Dani Ceballos. Right-footed outswinger from Ceballos. Really deep. Alaba. Will flick back towards Alaba and Cáceres. A good defensive header. Real Madrid have it back.
Pretty calm back there.
Really good skill from Militao. Ceballos inside the area. Good touch from him. Still falls. And it's a good defensive play. Cáceres does enough to put pressure on Rodrigo and just stop the effort towards goal. Corner on the other side, taken quickly by Hazard to Camavinga. Nice little flick ball from him to Alaba. Alaba tries to pull down by Camavinga. Right at Jimenez.
It almost has the feel of set plays that are being worked here, where every player knows where they need to be positionally, and we're seeing it just play after play after play, moving around, and you see a lot of the defenders for America with their heads on a swivel because the ball movement is happening so quick.
Hidalgo. Araujo. Wasn't a great ball out wide. As well to keep it in play, and Hidalgo now. Well, the Club America end has been electric since the leveler. You can imagine what's going to happen if they do go ahead and get a go-ahead goal. Smoke bombs around as well, behind the goal. Valdez trying to flick that one in behind. Sanchez, Valdez to Chilean, another opportunity. Right now it's Real Madrid back in the defensive shell. Club America in possession.
It's amazing what a goal can do. All of a sudden it just changes the mentality. Get a little bit of confidence, you open up a little bit more, you attack a bit more, the other team gets on their heels a little bit, but I think a lot of it's to do with this man here. Hidalgo is starting to dictate the game, really moving the ball from side to side, being the connector, and finding those splitting passes.
Leon cross towards the far post. Again, a strong defensive header down as far as Valverde, but this time they don't try and play out, they just launch one clear. Club America have it back. It's a really good spell from the Liga next side.
Club America is much better when Hidalgo's on the ball. When he gets a hold of it, they seem to move the ball a little bit better. They're not losing it as much.
There's that defensive pressure from Rodrigo. Free kick given and taken really quickly. Club America sense they can pick up a famous win, whether it's a friendly or not. You want to beat the very best.
Friendly or not, you can say you beat Real Madrid. Anyone's going to take that.
Hidalgo again, leading the charge in midfield. Real nice ball inside. Reyes throws down by Valverde. Valdez. Played, and again good defending from Vinicius Tobias. The last couple of plays he's done much better tactically. The young right back. And after the spell of possession, it's back on Real Madrid. No real trouble there for Canizares in goal. I'm sure it still feels like he really should have saved that penalty the second time around. What that must be like for him going home, because his dad was such a decorated goalkeeper himself. I'm sure he'll have a couple of things to tell him about that one. Right now we've got two balls on the field. The one we're focused on is with Real Madrid and the effort from Rodrigo into the side netting. The other ball is still in the penalty area, now being taken off the field. Goes down. Camavinga's really aggressive in his defensive presses since coming on. Tobias wins that one to Valverde. Final couple of minutes of action here at Oracle Park in San Francisco. Is there going to be a late winner between these two? No ball in behind and just too much on it for Alaba.
It's interesting enough when you look at Real Madrid and they're not holding on to the ball as much. You see they're trying to play the ball into space the last few times, which hasn't worked out for them. But the balls to feet and slowly moving up the field has been the product for success in this second half.
Martinez coming back in there, the young striker, Leon, trying to play that ball back in behind, and good challenge from Vallejo, who went down. When you go down as a defender, you have to get it correct, and he just about did. Entertaining night here at the home of San Francisco Giants. Oracle Park, Kobe, you've enjoyed it?
Very, very entertaining in every part of the game. You know, from what we've seen on the field, the fans have been fantastic, pleasurable. We got to see, the wave go. We got to see the American fans do some celebrations in the back, and we got a pretty good view from right here. See the whole bay.
Covey Cove, right?
That's it. There you go. I'm glad you knew that. Didn't know you knew that.
I've had some help. Camavinga. Should be the last seconds of action here. Ball played central. Still there for Alaba on his right foot. Jimenez with the save. Still might fall for Real Madrid. And the clearance will go out of play. And that will do it. A very entertaining match. It was Club America who struck first. We have a fan running on the field, but Club America getting the opening goal. Real Madrid coming storming back. They took the lead, but perhaps fittingly, it's Álvaro Fidalgo who gets the final goal, the former Real Madrid man, against his former club. And it ends here tonight at Oracle Park. Real Madrid 2, Club America 2. Kobe, we saw spells from both teams, particularly Club America at the beginning and at the end. Real Madrid for large spells dominated. What are your overall thoughts on what both teams can take from this?
I think this is exactly what you want to see if you're a fan. This is pure entertainment, all the way around when you're talking about a friendly. For Real Madrid, they want to slowly get more and more competitive, put energy out there. Where we saw that in the two halves, playing two different kind of styles, but it worked for them in both ways. And I think when you're talking about Ancelotti, he's looking at everything with the players that he has and the players that he's brought in. When you're looking at America, this is a team that struggled a little bit and they're in the middle of their season. This could be a building block by the result, just mentally, of saying we tied Real Madrid 2-2. We are a quality team. We know we are good. We have a history of being good. Let's build off of this moment and bring that into the league and get better and do better.
Very entertaining evening at Oracle.
Every step of the way, you get a little squeeze on your feet.
They just feel like a little massage.
So comfortable. I wasn't expecting this.
This feels amazing.
Introducing Zen Step from Copperfit, the revolutionary new insoles that massage and soothe your feet with every step.
Up in there massaging my feet. When my feet are happy, I'm happy.
An impact-absorbing footbed designed with stimulating reflexology massage nodes to help relieve pain pressure points and keep your feet comfortable all day with every step you take.
It's almost like something's active there, but it's not. You're just walking. With every little movement, it's almost like a finger massage on the bottom of my foot.
My feet feel as good at the end of the day as they did when I started my day. I had no idea how bad I needed them.
I can feel those little bubbles really getting into the nooks and crannies, like little fingers massaging your feet while you're walking.
A breathable coolness for stay dry comfort, copper infused to reduce odors, and a contoured arch and heel for added support.
My feet feel amazing. I feel recharged. I feel rejuvenated.
My feet literally felt like they were on a cloud. These little nodes are like little massage bubbles that make your feet feel so good.
It is like a little massage with every movement. Who wouldn't want that throughout the day?
From dress, work, to casual shoes, feel the energizing support of Zen Step's massaging comfort with every step, all day, every day. Guaranteed, or your money back.
I can do whatever I want with these Zen Steps on because I'm just walking on a cloud. Up in there massaging my feet as I'm walking every step of the way.
Get the new massaging Zen Step insoles at zenstep.com for only $14.99 or call 1-800-234-0249.
It's like nothing I've ever experienced before.
I look forward to putting my shoes on.
You can't believe how great these feel until you feel them for yourself.
Copperfit Zen Step insoles. All-day massaging comfort with every step.
I'm walking on clouds every single day.
We are the first family of country music. Protect the legacy no matter what happens. Your mama didn't become an icon by playing nice. You don't think I can continue her legacy? Just watch.
This family's hanging on to a lot of secrets.
You are scared of the truth.
Never a dull moment.
No grave can hold my body down. I'm just a cleaning lady. I'm a cleaning for you.
You have great attention to detail. I want you on call.
Don't do this. What other option do we have?
Tony De La Rosa, I just have a couple questions.
I did what I did to save my son. I never intended for things to get out of hand like this.
The Cleaning Lady. Watch the entire first season before new episodes this fall.
And we're back at the San Benito Liga MX on Fox Sports alongside
the former English international and defender at Newcastle, Warren Barton. I'm Adrian Garcia Marquez. Juarez versus Tigres. And when we talk about Tigres, this is a team that wants to continue, Warren, this very impressive start. They're coming off of that win against Atlas at home in their last league match, and they are level on points with first place Monterrey starting the day.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have got aspirations to go all the way. Tigres obviously have got the tradition and history and with the coach and the goal-scoring machine, but Suarez, again, proposition well organised, and they can be a very, very dangerous team in the playoffs.
Fernando Hernandez has the whistle tonight. So as we mentioned, Juarez coming in 9th place, 5 points, 4 matches. Defeated for the first time in league in their last matchup against Necaxa at Estadio Victoria in Aguascalientes, breaking a 3-match unbeaten streak. But they've only given up a couple of goals, and they all come Warren Barton in the first half. So they got to mind their 3 pipes early. And that's what that man's there for, Alfredo Talavera. Ball is on the ground and moving. We are on the air and cruising. Let's do 90 alongside Warren Barton. I'm Adrian Garcia Marquez, Liga MX on Fox Sports as we get started at the San Benito Estadio Olímpico Universitario Benito Juárez in Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua, Mexico. So as we look over that starting 11, especially the visiting side, we talk about Tigres. Tigres has had a dominance over Juárez. 3-0 versus Juárez in this park, Warren, and they don't believe that anything's going to change tonight. They are just going to play their football. In fact, Piojo Herrera was talking about how they've created so many chances. It's time that they start putting the ball into the net.
Yeah, the team that, again, when they do go forward, as you said, home and away, they go with numbers. And Herrera, as the coach, he wants them to express themselves as they've done many, many times before. But what really jumps out at me is the clean sheets. Obviously, being a defender, I look at that first and foremost. They have a foundation, and with the personnel that they have going forward, can cause problems. I just wonder, with the heat, is it going to be a slower game? Which I think for Tigres, that suits them with the age of their team. The average age is a little bit older. Being at home, you want to play high tempo, energy, but it's hard when it's that hot, and obviously the humidity are kicking as well.
So 98 degrees at the start. Here is Ciudad Juárez. As a set piece opportunity developing inside of the 2 minutes, Mauro Lainez is going to line up and ready to serve it up. Delivers into the box. Cleared out. So with the two sides last met in Liga MX action, Tigres 1-3-2 here at Benito Juárez. Guignac led Tigres with 2 goals, scoring in the 17th and 43rd minute.
It's not a game where he doesn't really score.
It's a rarity, right? I'll tell you where he's not going to be. The Liga MX All-Star game. He doesn't want to have any issues. He says, you know what, I have an issue with the vaccine. I'm not going. I won't be there. Thank you very much for naming me to the squad. In fact, in the second half, we'll have that full squadron for you, Liga MX All-Stars.
He's not the only athlete to voice that.
There he is, Andre Pierre. And gets the attention he was asking for. And Salas was all over him. They're going to have a friendly conversation, maybe talk about how he goes hunting for rabbits with his cousins in his off time, just for fun, he says.
Not much fun for the little rabbits, is it?
Nope. Because one of the craziest factoids is that to relax, he says, he likes to go and sell at a market with his mother-in-law, just sell clothes, shops.
Everyone has a vice.
Let's see if Juárez makes something happen here. Nope, cleared out. Again, solid defense for Tigres. Now they're on the move. Angulo coming out with it, looking for friends. Have Quiñones nearby. And this is going to be for Juárez.
A good referee and keeping up with play. He ran out of options, so he just thought he'd sit on the ball and try and hold it. There was a little bit of contact, but not enough to give a foul the other way for Tigres. And the referee had a good idea what was going on.
Now for Tigres, it's been 15 games versus Juárez, 9 wins, 5 draws. They've got the better Juárez of late, unbeaten in their last 6 matches, 5 wins, 1 draw. And outscoring Juarez 15-8 during that streak. But again, back to your point, Warren, who have they not dropped a couple touchdowns on?
Yeah. They're one of the flagship franchises in the league, and the others all trying to play catch up. You know, when you got Monterrey, you got them, Cruz Azul, all the big names will be there or thereabouts. I would have said Club America, but after what I see the other day, I don't fancy them too much. I know they've got a lot of games coming along thick and fast, exhibition games, league games, travelling. Some of the players are complaining that they haven't been at home.
And it will take a toll, but then again, that's what comes with the territory when you play for what's perceived the biggest club in Mexico.
The marketing team are happy, but the manager will be a bit frustrated because if they keep losing, it won't be the marketing guy that gets the sack, it'll be the coach.
And it's so difficult, right, for a manager like Dan Ortiz to try to navigate this, knowing it's a short tournament, knowing the pressure's on to win a championship. They're trying to hunt down number 14, and they have teams like Tigres and Monterrey just sitting back and watching America put in the work.
And players are resting at home because they don't want to be involved in the Ulster. So it's you're up against it, but as you rightly said, that's what comes with wearing that badge. The so-called biggest club in the country, they come with responsibility. You just have to get on with it. But it's a fact, it does take its toll.
Salcedo, one of the reinforcements, Carlitos Salcedo, former Tigre. As Bill Correa talked about him earlier this week as they were getting ready for this matchup. Hey, they left. I didn't send them away. They left. But let's see what happens here. Do they leave with a good impression as Sebastian Cordova collects and looks to share, and he does, trying to work it down that right flank. Centered in, brought in. Guignac can't get it. Luis Quiñones sets up and fires and misses. Handed on his left foot. Andre Pierre wanted it back.
But again, it just shows you how dangerous they are. You know, something out of nothing. They get a good bit of play on that right-hand side. Decent delivery. Guignac holds the ball up very wide. Thought he was actually going to lay it to the runner that come first and foremost, but he let the ball run across him. Again, just the final product, just at least hitting the target, testing the goalkeeper.
145 goals for Andre Pierre Guignac in Liga MX. As far as foreigners coming to Liga MX, he's number 9 on the all-time list. Gaviño leading the way with 312 goals, and then Jose Saturnino Cardoso, 249. That's number 2. And finally, the whistle from Fernando Hernandez. This is for Tigres. The number 5 offense. And Liga MX coming in with 6 goals. What's the most impressive thing that you've seen out of Andre Pierre Guignac other than the consistency and going on 39 years of age?
Well, just the games that he plays. You know, I've never seen him sit out. I wouldn't imagine he's the most energetic trainer, but he obviously looks after his body. He makes sure he's in good condition, ready to play. I mean, the level of games that he play. And like all players, as they get a little bit older, you know, Ronaldo comes to mind straight away. They save their energy and use it at the right time, and that's what he does. You don't see him running around chasing people down, and just his intelligence of bringing other people in the game. And then once he does that, his first thought is to get near the goal.
Juarez now looking to get near the goal as they cross the river once again, trying to counter. But you saw Tigres line themselves up nicely.
And what they do, the first person gets in front of the ball, so you can't play it forward. So again, that press that they have, even though I did touch on the heat, they are a team that closes down, and they don't allow the opposition to have 5-6 yards on the ball, whoever it may be, midfield, wide areas. Their first thought is to put pressure on the ball. Not necessarily win it, Adrian, but just put in face to face so they can't play, the opposition can't play the ball forward.
Still nothing inside of 8 minutes. Fulgencio's not going to catch up to that one. Recovered by Bigon and company. Tigres move. Carlos Salcedo. Educated foot, delivers nice, and collected by Gabriel Fernandez. And this is what we've seen out of Juarez, a more organized Juarez for Hernan Cristante's side, and bringing in reinforcements like Carlitos Salcedo to calm things down and have some sure-footed men in that starting 11, no?
Yeah, exactly. And yes, they want to go forward. Yes, they want to express themselves, but they don't leave gaps like they did before, maybe towards the last season, the years before, where they was vulnerable from the counter-attack, they was vulnerable from set pieces. So that's, again, having the experienced players that have played at a high level, making sure players are switched on. When you play at the highest level, it's the small details. You know, it is, don't give fouls away at a certain moment. Don't give the ball away cheaply. If you're under pressure, put it in an area that we can maybe gain some possession with the ball. And that's what they do at the back. They've got the Spanish player that comes in. He's influential at the back. He talks very well. And through the heart of this team, the spine of their team, they've got experience.
And Sebastián Córdoba, with his experience, being a young player, former América, helping Mexico conquer the gold there as they work their way, in the Preolímpico, on their way to the Olympics. And he was one of the shining stars in the under-23 side.
Yeah, he
just
was
a year ago.
He was excellent. He was excellent. He was head and shoulders above a lot of them.
The ball delivered him. The header cleared out by Carlitos Salcedo. Recovered by Fulgencio. And wasn't allowed to cross it, but it will be a corner for Tigres. They're starting to apply the pressure. Well done by Mauro Lainez on the mark.
And you just touched on it. They can just start to tighten the screw. You know, it's early on in the game, and particularly, as I said, with the heat, the first goal is going to be vital because it can give you energy. Otherwise, it can sap your energy. And Tigres just at the moment feel that they've got a little bit of momentum and can maybe get the first goal in this game, whether it's a set piece. Look how crowded the 6-yard box is as well with all the blue shirts.
Sebastián Córdoba delivers. Too easy to clear. It's Aquino, 32 years old. Just worked it back to Nahuel Guzman, one of the showboat keepers in Liga MX. The fans love him. Fulgencio. Big on. Andre Pierre. Give me that. Taken away. Recovered by Tigres. Juan Bigón made it work for a second. So Guido Pizarro also in the mix there. But in the end, it's Diego Reyes committing the foul.
Yeah, and again, that experience, don't let the opposition break away. There was a little chance of a counter-attack on that right-hand side, but they made it perfectly clear that they was never going to get in there. Gomez had made that run on that right-hand side, but Reyes was just going to close him down. He wasn't going to spray the ball and get it out to Gomez, so that was it. Stifle, everybody can get back, get organised.
And looking to find some organization in their attack. Mauro Lainez looking to deliver for Dante Lascano, but not there. So Lascano can't get to it. 32 years of age, the man from Paraguay. So it kind of feels like, and obviously I'll bring in other sports, but it feels like the first round, couple of rounds of boxing, people are just jabbing, just testing out the jab, see where the openings are going to be, and checking your other man's physical condition.
And I think Tigres feel like, okay, they're not going to put us under too much pressure. They're not going to, even being at home, we will have the opportunity. What a ball that is.
And Fulgencio collects, delivers, trying to find somebody on the other side. Not there. Quiñones resets it. Looking for Guignac, and it's a header by Córdoba. And it deflected off of, I believe it was Andre Pierre Guignac, right into the arms of Talavera.
And Córdoba just got in the eye line. Guignac just took his eye off the ball, but just shows you the danger that they have. A little ball played over the top, and there's 2 or 3 blue shirts, not just running, sprinting to get in the penalty area. If the home team are going to break them down, they've got to pass the ball a little bit quicker and even a little bit through the lines, because the press is coming on. People in midfield have got to look for the ball, and if it does come in, you can go around the corner into your strikers, but this happens again. I would ask how many times they're going to keep fouling, because they keep doing different people, stop the game. And I think that's what he's saying. He's been around the block a few times as well, so he knows exactly what's going on.
Absolutely, Guido Pizarro. 32 years of age from Argentina. Or love push. Maxi Oliveira. Carlos Salcedo wants to switch coastlines. A little too much there. Hearing it from the fans in the stands here at the San Benito as we approach 14 minutes. Still 0-0.
What Tigres are doing in this game, they're playing it at their tempo. When they get the ball, it's energetic. When the other team haven't, they slow it down. They can get organised, get disciplined. I think he'd be delighted with the first, 14 minutes so far. He doesn't normally wear a shirt and tie, does he?
Yeah, Piojo likes to switch it up.
Switch it up, yeah. Okay.
But Piojo, most of the time, you've seen him, he likes to break out that tie and that coat.
You could do with undoing the top button with this heat as well.
Yeah. No, but what he loves is to see an organized 11 as far as his Tigres are concerned, and that's one of those managers that's going to constantly bark at his guys, apply some pressure. Speaking of barking, Nevares and Andre Pellegnac exchanging recetas. What was that? Let's see. So Guignac's like, hey, watch the money maker. Blast it in his face.
Yeah, you're allowed to touch him. He used to be like that, Eric Cantona. You can tackle him, it's like, you can't tackle me. Push his chest out and tell me that you can't come near me.
And how do you respond to that when somebody...
Kick him again. There's only one way, Adrian.
Yeah.
You're not going to back down.
Hey, Brandy, let him know.
Let him know. Tell him there'll be another one in about 5 minutes.
Talavera. A deep boot. And Pizarro just sent it right across again for Carlos Salcedo. So still nothing. Neither side has quite fired off a shot. Tigres have made a couple of attempts, but nothing on target.
They look a more composed team, though. If you're looking at, you've said about the organisation that they have, like the little things like that, they're giving it away where when Tigres get into that final third, there's a little more composure in their play, a little bit more clinical when they're passing the ball. But you're right, not really a chance. That one when it blazed over the crossbar.
Fulgencio to Quiñones, quick-minded, trying to find Córdoba, lead him with that header.
And that's what Córdoba will do. We touched on that, he was on the right-hand side, but now you see him underneath, and he's going to be that third man runner. If it goes into the striker, he's the one that's going to run in behind. Now, as a defender, you either go with him, and if you go with him, you're going to create space behind. If you leave him, you run the risk of the ball being played in, so you have to make a decision, and that's part of his role.
So far, the defenders for FC Juarez have held down, as you've heard Warren Barton mention, the organized form, the constant pressure from Tigres. It's just kind of like the Tigers just messing with his prey right now in the jungle. That's what it feels like, right? They just at any moment. But then Juarez is a whole different Juarez 11 in this tournament.
They used to be weak and a bit vulnerable. What they're trying to do is find a weakness, but at the moment they've stood strong. There's enough capabilities to be organised and stand together.
Javier Aquino navigates through traffic, tries to fire off a shot, nothing to test Talavera.
Yeah, Talavera would be happy all day if they're coming shooting from 30, 40 yards on your weaker foot. He'll take that all day. Is optimistic is an understatement. But again, it opens up for you, and you feel there's an opportunity. But that's a problem, though. When you play with the Uruguay Fernandez up front, he's big, he's strong, he's got 3 goals already this season, the 28-year-old, and you sort of get caught. It's just pushing it up front and just relying on the long balls. You've got to be a little bit more intelligent with your play. Sometimes, yes, by all means, go into him, but they need better options in midfield to look for the ball. Sometimes that's down to the press of what's happening at the moment, but you've got to be good enough to play around them.
Look at this. Juarez on the move to deliver.
Fernandez is there. He's kicked the ball behind, although he's clapping. He wanted the ball a little bit early and whipped in with pace once they did get him behind. It's a clever little play. Back heel all through the legs as well. That's even better. They whip it in, but again, that defending, go the first man, whoever it is, Reyes, whoever there, close the gap. You've got a tendency as a defender when you do get caught with a ball behind is to go and mark the goal. You've got to mark the space. First thing is to run towards the goal, but again, good defending, killing the space off.
Nahuel Guzman. And he loves having guys like Diego Reyes who just made that play in front of him. Lipnowski, Aquino, and Angul. Excellent, even though he's only 24 years old. Carlos Salcedo. Maxi Oliveira. Pressure by Fulgencio. And again, Aquino pushing forward, taking that ball, the 32-year-old. Moving the ball, channeling the energy back to the middle of the park. Now it's André Pierre Gignac. Has a couple of men. But instead, he wants to set it up in here and a chance developing it. He was originally looking for Quiñones, but still battling, still moving. It's Juan Bigon setting this up, and it's eventually a shot fired from distance again towards Talavera. Nothing to write home about, nothing to be scared of. Jesus Alberto Angulo from Culiacan.
Yeah, expect better with his left foot, but again, I think it just shows you that although it was a poor ball and they didn't, when the ball ricochets out, it always seems to be a blue shirt picking it up. And they get it out wide, and the attempt is poor, as you rightly said, but they do have the options.
Hernan Cristante. That's a man who's had some issues against Tigres, 9 games managing, still no goals against Tigres. So he wants to see something change quick. But I think Hernan Cristante has to be happy. I think the fan base, Warren, has to be happy with what they're seeing develop here. FC Juarez, it just feels like they're going to be a team that definitely will find themselves in the hunt and definitely in those Hunger Games trying to get into repechaje, if not sneak into that top 4, top 6.
Yeah, there's a method, there's a structure of what they're trying to do. And again, it's having that experience, having players that understand the game. And then if you can put on top of that a little bit of flair in the final third, that's their bit that they miss. Maybe it's their wide areas, maybe it's a true number 10. But the foundation's there, and the fans can see that, to go away and keep clean sheets and win games in difficult environments, to be able to do that. The problem will be when you're expected at home to be a bit more courageous. And by doing that, like I said before, previous history, they've shown they're very vulnerable on the counter-attack, but you want to be organised, disciplined, but still have that flair. And that's a hard balance sometimes to get when you're building and then expectations come along. It's a process.
That's the voice of Warren Barton, former defender at Newcastle, English international. Liga MX on Fox Sports. I'm Adrian Garcia Marquez, 22 minutes in, still 0-0, Tigres and Juarez. Salcedo marking up Gignac. These two went at it and have gone at it many, many times in practice in the